Hello, it has been so long since I have posted. I was supposed to be doing this whole weekly thing, but then I really just needed to go introverted and into myself in order to obviously provide better content. I have raced quite a few races since then, and so today is really going to be about, because I just ran my last race of the entire year, which is crazy to think about. I do have an ultra coming up that I just signed up for randomly. I do this. I'm very spontaneous and sporadic with my races. But what I wanted to do today is just basically take all of my awards off of this award wall for 2025. All of this up here is just races that I did in 2025 alone. All the rest of these are all of the other years that I've done, which are obviously so different, so crazy. So what I want to do today is actually just go through each and every one that I've done for 2025 and just kind of like share my experience, a memory from it. So then going into 2026, I obviously have a more fresh view of what I'm going to be getting myself into, because this next year is going to be absolutely bonkers. So let's get all these off the wall. And because I want to rearrange them anyway, because at the start of the year I just like want like my highest accomplishments at the top, and then like, yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna take them all off and then we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so I definitely was not lying. As you can see, I have done a lot of races this year, so let's talk about them and let's go one by one. All right, so the first one, now these are not going to be in order by any means, because I just like don't really know what came first, but I know that these were probably at the front of the year. So I always do a Strawberry Distance Classic. Oh, cool. So I have a lot of really awesome friends in very high places. One of my really good friends, Sean, he owns a running studio, and so I need to do 16 miles tonight, and I was like, man, I don't want to do that outside. I just want to like be on a treadmill. He has like the really nice woodways, and so it would be like perfect to just like run late at night but not have to be at my gym. So I was just like, oh, like, would you be opening your gym at 6? So he's opening it up for me, so I'm very excited right now. But anyway, that's besides the point. I need to actually text him back real quick to let him know that I'm going to be there, so BRB. Okay, cool. That's all planned. I have, like I mentioned, I have that ultra coming up. It's January 3rd, so it's going to be my first race of the year, coming in hot. And I was just like, I need to do one last long run before next weekend, and it has to be today because Sunday's a rest day. And then I have two like sprint like workouts. Well, one sprint like workout, one regular run, and then I'm basically going to be in taper for 2 days or for 3 days. I'm not going to run at all. I'm just going to be doing like a lot more HIIT and strength. So I'm ready for what the elements do. So I always do a Strawberry Distance Classic. We do grow fresh strawberries here in Florida, so there's like you pick sometimes afterwards, but the Aston Farm Strawberry Distance Classic, I won first place overall female in the ruck. And it was just such an amazing experience because I've never won first place ever before, like overall female. I've never got that. Like usually I'll place in my age group, but never overall. So this was just so much fun and so cool. I might do it again, but I have so many races planned out already, especially for the beginning of year. I'm booked out until April, so it's just like, I don't know if I want to like add in a little sprinkle here, a sprinkle there, because my goal is to do at least 2 races a month this year. I definitely did a lot more, so as I come and go, I tend to sign up for them, but it just depends because I am trying to really take a break in February because I have a lot going on. But anyway, I have another Strawberry Distance Classic. This was the Driscoll's one. I did their 10K challenge. It was fun. I love the Strawberry Classics. This one is on my shit list. I did the Shamrock Distance Classic. After party was absolutely whack because I was actually with my team and they had alcohol like literally right there, But then if you went underneath your team tent, they were like basically saying that they were going to like kick you all out, kick the team out. And I was just like, your people who are pouring the beer could have told me that and I easily would not have come over. Like they were trying to make like this whole fucking big ordeal, this whole thing. So I will never be doing this one again. I loved it though, and I think everybody should do it. I just will never be back after the interaction that I had with the state employee. He was gonna catch these hands. But the course is beautiful because it's through Fort DeSoto. So I highly recommend this race if you have never done it before. And obviously you can chill out in Fort DeSoto afterwards. It's so nice because the whole reason why the alcohol was a big thing was because they were able to bring on alcohol, but Fort DeSoto is completely dry. So like you're not allowed to have like alcohol on the beach or anything. That's why I like Fort DeSoto in a general sense. So I think that was the reason why like it was a big ordeal, but I'll never do that again, but it was still fun. I also did the PB&J run. I think I did the 50. Yeah, this was one of the first challenges that I did of the year. The PB&J run ran so fucking nicely. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun, and you get unlimited peanut butter and jellies after this. My primary motivator for running is indeed food. So yeah. That was really fun. So you do a 5K and a 10K, and they were spread out really nice, and I really enjoyed that challenge. So I did Gasparilla. I always do the half marathon. I've been doing it. So I haven't been doing the half marathon per se since 2012, but I have been running the Gasparilla since 2012. I started out in their 5K and then eventually went up. I will never be doing Gasparilla ever again in my life. They have now started to oversell it. It's too congested. They don't do very well with the waves. They don't communicate very well with the waves either. And I will just never do it again. I say that now and I might want to do the challenge, but again, like my 2027 plans are completely different, and I'd much rather just stop doing these local races that piss me off and just go travel somewhere else to do a race because I can. So that's it with that. I also did the Clearwater Marathon. I forgot about this. This was my second marathon that I PR'd only 2 months after my first marathon, which is fucking crazy. So that was really great. I'm doing it again this year, but I'm doing the challenge. I'm doing the 5K on Saturday and then the full marathon on Sunday. So very excited about that. And because I did the half marathon in St. Pete Run Fest and I did the half marathon in Gasparilla, you get this Berg to Bayshore super cute medal. So that was really cool. And I'm really happy that I got this because that was my last year doing like anything with Gasparilla. So I won't be able to ever get this again. But that's okay because we're on to better things. I also did the Rap River run, which is so fun. I do the 10K every single time. This is actually one of my favorite runs because it's in Newport Richey. It's super chill. You can kind of give back to like the local community over there in downtown Newport Richey because it is such a cute area. So I really enjoy that run. And then this was a freaking hot 5K. I think I PR'd my 5K whenever I did this run. This was actually on the Clearwater Bridge. So it's much harder of a course because you're going uphill for so long and you have a downhill and then you have another uphill again. Then you have a small downhill and then you're at the finish line. But pretty hard race, but very fun. These are my 2 Texas ones. So I do visit Texas, specifically Dallas, like a good... probably sometimes twice, but usually once a year. So this year I decided to do the Texas Big Star half marathon there. It was so much fun. This one was super great, very well organized, orchestrated. The after party was really fun. They just had a lot of really great sponsors and stuff like that too. So that was probably my highlight, and that was my PR of my half marathon. I think I ran a 2:03, which was like my first like under 2:10 or something like that, or maybe it was a 2:07 before that. I don't know, but anyway, I PR'd my half marathon thereafter. But it was just super cool to be able to do that. And then I also did this Do Not Stop. This one I only did the 10K because I just did a half marathon. So I was like, I probably should not do another marathon, but it's super cute because it's like a little mirror, which I like. And then has little donuts on it. So that was super cute. So next up, I did the Disney Love on the Run challenge. So they do like virtual challenges. And again, as much as people try to say that running is not an expensive sport, it is, especially if you want to do challenges go to like timed, like officially timed races, like you're gonna have to pay some money. So these Run Disney ones are a lot more expensive because you have the Disney name on them, but this one was super fun. And I'd probably do it again this year because you have between February and I think May to finish it if you want to. And you get all of these super cute things. I got a blanket, I got a cool sticker, I got a few little, you know, candies, and then something else as well for this challenge alongside the medals for doing it. So these medals are also like really thick and so nicely made. So like this is the one that was basically for all of them. It says like I love running, and like these little things flip and stuff. It's just so freaking cute. So I highly recommend that, and it's just nice to be able to, you know, have like the big medals. But it basically was a 2-miler, a 5-miler, and a 7-miler that you had to submit your time for. So super cute. This was the 2-miler. It was Minnie and Daisy, so I really liked that. The 5-miler was WALL-E themed, which WALL-E is literally my favorite, but it's super cute because it's WALL-E. And then the last one that you get is Buzz Lightyear, which is the 7-miler one. This one does open, and it's Buzz and I forget that bitch's name. I can't think. This race was super cool. This was my first night trail race. I did 10 miles in the Withlacoochee State Forest, and I just like absolutely love this. It's so pretty. So that was a super fun race. It was definitely very challenging, and I was camping and stuff like that the entire time. So it was just so much fun to be able to do something like that. I also do the St. Pete Pier Run every year. That's the 4 miles on the 4th, which is super cool. So you also get an additional award for St. Pete Run Fest, which I'll just get into that next just because it makes sense. For doing the pier run. So whenever you do like multiple St. Pete events, they basically just like give you a lot of different things. So I did St. Pete Run Fest. I did the Tortuga Triple. So this is such a cute little one, the little tail flips, which basically was a 5K, the 10K, right? Yeah, and the half marathon. So with that, because I did the pier run and the half marathon, I don't know, whatever 26.2 conveniently reaches, that's what I did this for. But I think it's because I did the pier run and then I did either the Tortuga Triple or like the 5K and the half marathon or something like that. I can't math right now, so whatever. You get the fucking drift. It was really cute. And this thing flaps too. So again, like you get like such nice little thingy-majigs like for doing these. So this is a 5K one. I PR'd my 10K. So this is the 10K one, which is like my favorite. And then this was the half marathon one. And St. Pete Run Fest is like the best run fest to do, in my humble opinion, because it is the most cleanly organized and they have the most amazing after party. I did a pickle eating contest. It was so much fun. And just everything that these volunteers do for us is just impeccable. The food is great, the after party, the teams, you get to meet so many people. Highly recommend that race. My other marathon for this year was the Wine Glass Marathon. So this one is actual glass. It's super awesome. You get to go through like the mountains of the Finger Lakes, and it's just so gorgeous. So I'm really happy that I did do that because it was so much fun. I also did Miles for Moffat. I do it every single year because unfortunately I know so many people who have had cancer and the like, which is obviously not fun, but it's all good. I did the first annual Harley Davidson 5K. It was so much fun. They had like a ride simulator afterwards. You got to grab a beer from inside and just like chill there. Really great employees. And that was at the one in Tampa off at Adamo. So it was just so much fun afterwards. But then this is my turkey trot. I do the Gobbler every single year because it's in Port Richey. It's in a super pretty park. So I tend to get like out of Tampa and like the major areas, and I do a run closer to where my mom lives. But okay, we're finally at the last one of the entire year, and that was Run Tampa Tinsel Run. This is usually actually my last race of the year every single year. I went to Disney afterwards to celebrate because I got first place in my age group, which was really great. And then I also did PR my 5K at 25 minutes and 12 seconds. So I just have had a really great year, and it's been so awesome to be able to just see how my body has changed, going from like a 27-minute 5K at the beginning of the year as a PR to now, you know, a 25-minute 5K, and just getting into all these different things. It's like, you know, success looks different for everybody, but a slow progression for me is so much better than having a high yield with more like pain, if that makes any sense. I'd rather not put my body through more pain trying to, you know, do all of these crazy things. And you know, some of these runs are fun runs for me. Like the Harley Davidson one, I did like a 5K in like, I think 30 or 32 minutes. I was not trying to push it. I still wound up being like 10th place, which is fun. But like some of these runs I don't do for the achievement. I do it because I love the community that running has provided me with. I get to meet so many different people whenever I'm running, and I just love to have fun while I run. Everything isn't a competition, and sometimes it just pays to be able to, like, you know, just go out there and run. But it's about to be 4, so I am about to clean up all of this and end this video, since I am going to go and head to Run Unlimited so I can start at 6. I probably won't be done for a while, but that's okay because I'll be on the treadmill and I can just like put on a movie or something too, which I like. So I also need to charge my headphones because if those die, we're in trouble. But that was just an amazing year in a general sense. This was probably the most races I've ever done in my life in 1 year. And so I am very gracious, thank God, that I have been able to afford these kinds of things, because you're looking at hundreds and hundreds of dollars right here, not including, you know, the room and board, the plane tickets to a lot of these destination races and stuff like that. So I find myself to be extremely fortunate to participate in all these things. So yeah, and that's it. I'm gonna eat a little bit more for dinner. I'm gonna charge the fuck up, and then we're gonna go to Run Unlimited so we can get in this long run today. So until next time, I will definitely be posting a lot more in the new year, and I think I am going to vlog / GoPro a good majority of my my crazy ultra. So I'm super excited about that, and I think that this next year I'm gonna have a lot more footage of me actually going out and doing things instead of kind of like aftermath and talking, because I've noticed that that's what I really enjoy about like other people's videos on YouTube, is whenever like they actually like take me along with them. So I'm going to be adding a little bit more of that into my videos. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until next time.